Winning with no library? What is this, Legacy? Hey everyone, welcome back to the kitchen table. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Pauper videos. Today, we're going to take a look at the best combo deck in the format, 4-Land Spy. The deck revolves around Balustade Spy, getting all the land out of your library, flipping it over when you cast the Spy, and then dread returning back a Lotleth Giant for huge damage. This build runs the full set of 4 dread returns. Most lists you'll see only run 2. I really like running 4. It enables you to go quicker. You can cast more emergency spies with 3 lands, and you have a greater chance of hitting a dread return and a spy and doing it again. Flashback dread return target spy, flip over the rest of your library. Get there that way. It's really powerful. I think 4 is correct. We have 4 lands in the deck, 3 forests and 1 swamp. And then the rest of the deck is really just getting those lands out of your library as quickly as you can. 4 land grants to grab your forests, 1 Troll of Khazad-dûm, 4 Generous Ents, your basic land cycle package, 4 Saga Wildlings, cast Rooseek, and then later on you get a 3/3 flyer. Gain some life against the red decks. And then, since you're only running 4 lands, you need a mana engine. We play Defenders. Overgrown Battlement is huge in this deck. Axebane Guardian gives you access to black and red for sideboard cards. And so does Saruli Caretaker, another 1-drop defender to help you power out all the mana you need. Can't forget one of my favorite cards, Wall of Roots, an oldie but goodie from Visions. Or Mirage, actually. Then we have some powerful draw engines with 4 Winding Way and 4 Lead the Stampede. This is incredible in this deck. You have such a huge dense of creatures. You really want to find Spy. You are basically casting Ancestral Recall 8 times to find it. Huge. Like, these are draw 3s almost all the time. Sometimes draw 4s. Really powerful draw engine for this deck. I'm running 3 Mask Vandal in the main. I like this in the main deck over Gatecreeper Vine. I think Gatecreeper Vine is actually bad in Spy. I never want to draw it. I never want to play it. Whenever I get it, I think it's bad. I'm always playing something better on turn 2, like Wall of Roots or Overgrown Battlement. And then if you draw it late and you don't need to fetch a land out of your deck, it's just awful. I'm not a big fan. I understand why people play it. It's quick. It's good on turn 2, but I'd just rather play Mana Acceleration. You have so much other land cyclers and land fetchers that I don't think you need Gatecreeper Vine. But we do play 3 Massive Vandal in its place. It's just a nice, it's a good blocker. It's good against Affinity. It takes out their main deck now, Spell Bombs. You really don't want to lose game 1 with Spy. This reminds me a lot of Dredge when it first came out, like a long time ago. That deck was like a 9% win rate on game 1, and then the sideboard is where you really played. This deck reminds me a lot of that setup. We're running 4 Mesmeric Fiends, the full set, for some hand disruption. You really need to hit Prismatic Strands early. This also helps with Thraben Charm and other hate that is just good. Most white decks are playing those in the main these days. I really like 4 Mesmeric Fiend. Finally, we got a couple flex spots. I'm playing 1 Acorn Harvest in the main. This really helps you go off against Affinity. One of the main problems with this deck is you cast your Spy with 3 creatures. You flip your deck over, or with the Spy trigger on the stack, they kill one of your creatures. You flip your deck over, you can't dread return, you die from an empty library. Acorn Harvest, as long as you have some extra mana when you cast your Spy, gives you the extra 2 creatures you need to sack with the Spy. This is really good against Krark-Clan Shaman decks. Since Spy has flying, it won't die to a in response trigger on the stack, wipe your board. You can still combo off the turn you play Spy and win with Acorn Harvest. And we have a small pivot in the main deck. There's 1 Avenging Hunter. This also helps you get a land out, so it's not totally dead. But sometimes you just got to go mid-range. Sometimes you got to dread return a Troll of Khazad-dûm quickly instead of going for your combo. Sometimes they just have too much hate and you need to pivot, and it's nice to have that option in the main deck. Notable exceptions, you didn't see any Lotus Petals. I don't think those are necessary. Yes, it speeds up the deck. This deck can already win on turn 3 with a good hand, turn 4 pretty consistently. Lotus Petal being a 1 of hurts, I think. I also don't like Elves of Deep Shadow too much. In a format dominated by Lava Dart, I think it promotes you to keep hands that are too risky. Like you keep a 1-lander or a land grant Elves hand, and they kill your Elf, and you don't have any follow-up, you're dead. It's over. I'd much rather play, or I'd much rather not be tempted to keep that hand and just, smartly mulligan. This deck mulligans aggressively. It mulligans really well. It can win on 5 cards. It can win on 4 cards. You can always put back Dread Return and Lotleth Giant. Mulliganing is not the end of the world in this deck. It's really kind of unique in that way. Sideboard-wise, we have the 4th Masked Vandal. We have what should be 4 Fairy Macabre. I only have 2, so I'm playing Awful Snout as a poor man's version. Kind of does the same thing, not nearly as good. It really should be 4 fairies. 4 Arms of Hadar for elves and the aggressive White Weenie type decks. 1 Flaring Pain. Again, you don't want to get caught. You don't want to get got by Prismatic Strands. You have Jack-o'-lantern, which is a really cool interaction in this deck since you're flipping your library over and you're going to get Flaring Pain into the graveyard. You just need 1 more, any mana, probably a floating green, to turn into red with Jack-o'-lantern by exiling it from your graveyard. Then you can cast Flaring Pain and then go off with your Dread Return on Giant. Really cool. Lastly, we're playing 4 Fume Spitter. This again is mainly for the Kraklan Shaman decks. It's a creature, so it comes off on Winding Way. I'm playing this over stuff like Snuff Out or Vendetta because it's easier to search with your draw cards, Lead the Stampede, and Winding Way. And it's really good against Boros Tribe. There's no world in which they try to combo off with Tribe and you have Fume Spitter in play where they win. The -1/-1 counter will always check state-based effects before they can attack with the 21/1, or before they could fling it after the Inside Out resolves. The -1/-1 counter will kill it before anything else can happen. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is Spy. Let me know if you think this build is wrong, if Lotus Petal is a must in this deck. If there are too many Mesmeric Fiends in the main, I'm still a big fan. I think you need to hit those hate cards. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you around the table.